right. Well, you guys, I am here today with one of my longtime clients. This is Teresa Katubig, and she and I were joking a little minute ago because Teresa is one of those people that, well, first of all, she's awesome. I mean, she's a go-getter. She's a business owner, like multiple locations. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's a grandmother. She's always on the go and traveling. But Teresa will just straight up tell you like it is. And so when she initially signed up for my program, I think you were in my first group, I was really excited, but I was also a little bit nervous because I thought, man, if Teresa doesn't like this, the world's going to know about it. So, but conversely, I thought if she does like it,
I was going to know about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. I know you're super busy. You're in St. Louis today, you were saying, so doing all the things.
Yep. That's what I do. I have 10 locations. Got a lot of road time.
Yeah. So tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
So I am in my 50s. So I think that especially for people that are my age, been through menopause, all that good stuff. I think that that's the thing for me that, so that's where I am. I again, like Jill said, I run all the time. I'm getting ready to go on a 2-week stint of travel. It's hard, right? I'm out to eat every single meal. Every single meal is out to eat. Making sure that I'm making good decisions. And to me, the best part is I do like to work out when I am on the road, and this program gives me the ability to do that. So that's probably a little bit about me, but I'm not, it's just always busy.
Yes, for sure. And I think that's super relatable. So tell me, okay, it's been over 2 years. Tell me if you can think back to when you initially signed up to do that 6-week, new client experience. What kind of place were you in that made you decide to do it?
Well, I think the thing is, I've been always really lucky. I do have really good genetics overall. And I think the thing, what starts happening is, we all see it. The scale creeps up, and it wasn't even the scale for me. It was more about, how do I back fat, stomach fat. I mean, these things that just seem like they would never go away. I mean, you get in your 50s, it no different than when you hit the 30 mark, you start thinking, my metabolism doesn't work as well. And you hit 40 and you go, oh, wait a minute, what's this thing around the middle? Oh, 50, oh crap, I've got, and we all are in these buckets. And I think I just looked at it and thought, I need some discipline. I need support, which is the stuff that, you talked about as you were rolling out the program, just the accountability piece, really having something where I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to kind of answer to somebody and it'll make me just be better. And plus it made so much sense to me, the program itself.
Right. So through that 6-week experience, like what did you find the most, we always talk about non-scale victories, but did you have scale victories, non-scale victories? Like, what did you find through those 6 weeks?
I don't even want to talk about scale because, to be real honest with you, I have always ranged within about 4 to 5 pounds for, frankly, my whole life. I weigh now what I weighed in high school. So, but the funny part is, I'm a lot thinner than I was in high school. And I think that what I really saw, especially in the first 6 weeks, was the change in, well, one, documenting my food. That is an eye-opening experience for anyone that has not done it. Really understanding the macro part. It takes you a couple weeks to figure that out. Getting used to, frankly, fasting till 11, 12. Some of them ate breakfast their whole life. All of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. Stay with it. It gets easier. It really is not that big a deal once you get used to doing it. And I think just the workout. So I've worked out for really from the time I got a divorce when I was in my 30s till today. That's something my husband and I have done together for 20 years. Worked out 4 to 5 days a week and really didn't see any changes. And I think the biggest change for me was lifting. Talk about a completely change in my workout routine, a complete just change to my day. I was doing cardio 90% of the time and lifting was 10. And now I'm at about 20% cardio and 80% lifting or the HIIT. And
I'm
now,
so glad you brought that up, because that's a big fallacy most women have. They think that they really got to spend that time on the treadmill. And I'm like, no, go get on the floor and pick up some heavy weights.
yeah, and actually the most fun I had, and I still continue to work on it. I was at the airport, I don't know, it's been a few months ago, and this woman walks up, and I'm in Florida where it's nice and warm. And it was in the spring, it was so, super fun. And she comes over and she says, oh my God, I just want to tell you one thing. I'm like, what's that? She goes, you have great shoulders. So happy, because that's what you want to freaking hear. That's exactly what you're working towards. And the thing is, I don't want to act like I am following the program. I am not spending another hour in the gym a day. I don't have time for that. I am 45 minutes to an hour. And I think the thing for everybody to realize is I don't listen to the tapes unless it's sometimes with a HIIT I do, but I just follow it along. And that gives me the time to be able to up my weight a little bit more every week, when I want to, when I start seeing that, hey, I'm doing a good job with this. And that just gives me that time to do it. And I think taking the form and the videos and all of that seriously, you absolutely 35 to 45 minutes a day, and it is done and worth every second.
Totally. So for those of you that haven't done the faster way before, there's two versions. You can do an at-home version, or you can do a gym version. And so Teresa works out in a gym, and so she's doing the gym version, and she just follows along in the app, what the routine is. And I mean, you've been doing this consistently, and I think, don't you think that's the what a lot of people just don't get? It's that consistency over time. It doesn't sound exciting. I mean, I wish there was this really cool, fun, new way to lose fat and gain lean muscle tissue, but it's truly time and consistency. It's not about that you're perfect every day, because like you just said, you're going out to eat, you still drink alcohol, you're still having a lot of fun in your life. Yeah. But you have learned that some just valuable lessons, like now how much protein your body actually needs, which you probably didn't know 2 years ago.
Never.
Yeah.
Didn't know any of it. And I think with COVID, the thing that probably I've seen is the fact that it talks about good health. It talks about the benefits of everything you're doing to keeping you, for anyone safe. And I can't stand that word, frankly, but truly, if you're looking at ways to get on a program that's going to make a life change for you, this is it. I mean, for me, I have always cooked very healthy, but it's helped me tweak that. It's helped me just be able to stay on track. Poor Bob, man, he's stuck with Faster Way because he's not officially on the program, but he's on the program, right? I mean, the meal plans, I plug and play. I think that's what's nice about your program, Jill, is you put out a really realistic menu. Some of the stuff I think that I think I'm going to tweak that. I'm going to add this. Back to your husband going, I don't think I really want that. My husband does the exact same thing. I need more protein. I need more meat. I need, and I do exactly like you do. I add those things. I just say, the sweet potato with the chicken that we have. Bob's like, oh, there's not anything else. He eats it. He's like, well, that was terrific. And super easy. So I think really those of you that are cooking for a family, Jill does a great job of helping you cook for your family too, cook for that husband that maybe not be quite as enthusiastic about the meal. It really works. I mean, and that's what I really love about it too, is just that you can plan around your schedule, and that is exactly what you need to do. And I think to be successful, plan, order your groceries, do it. It will make your life. I haven't been in Kroger. I can't even tell you when. And it isn't because I'm scared to go in Kroger. It's because planning has made it so I know on Monday nights, I pick up my groceries because I plan my menu. You can do it Sunday, whatever day's good for you, but.
I mean, what is easier than that? I really don't know. I mean,
I agree.
it kind of takes the excuse out of I don't have time cooking at home. It's such a pain. I mean, if you can sit down for 5 or 10 minutes a week and just plan out what you're going to eat, make enough food that you have leftovers for lunch, there truly is no reason why you can't be successful. I mean, honestly. And even, there's always going to be nights that friends invite you out to dinner and you go do that. I mean, and you enjoy that, and that's okay. It doesn't, my plan for the week doesn't always end up exactly the way that it's going to go, but it's fine. I make it work. It's just, I'm so glad you brought that. It is so doable if you make yourself a priority and do a little bit of planning.
Yeah, I think the thing, and I do this too, Jill, where I will say, these are kind of my 5 meals for the week that I'm going to make sure I have all the ingredients for.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if I don't feel like chicken, I feel like beef that next day. And the other thing I do is when I cook the night before, I go to my freezer, I pull out 2 chicken breasts, I pull out my salmon, I pull out my pork chop, whatever it is I'm cooking, and I have that ready and I just stick it in the refrigerator. That way it's defrosted enough. All my veggies are there. Again, I'm sure you're like me. I buy the cut up broccoli. I buy the cut up cauliflower. I buy the stir fry is our thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the nice thing is the Faster Way has these recipes that you can put together in 20 minutes.
Yeah, so easy.
So
you've been in the VIP community, which is for you that aren't, in the Faster Way. So you do a 6-week experience and then you can continue on as a, monthly. I always tell people, you got to look at it like for this, for every month, you're having basically a personal trainer and a nutrition component all together in one, which if you were going to do all that separately would be just not affordable for most people.
No.
So
it works. I mean, that's the thing that I can't stress enough. Amanda, my Esky, who also has been on Faster Way, kind of like myself, she's a little shorter because she was also very skeptical in the beginning. I finally just said, oh, for goodness sakes, I would not be telling you this if I didn't believe in the program. And she signs up and she's like, and again, been on it. I think I'm at like 2 years and like 5 months, and she's 2 years and 2 months. Because but we just were talking about the workout from yesterday and today. And I am like, oh my gosh, I think I was overcompensating on the side raises because my neck was sore. You're sore. And I'm telling you, I was lifting 7.5 pound weights. This is a crazy thing. I cannot tell you how great it is. Truly a personal trainer. It's a personal trainer on your phone. You can do it at home, and I do it. Amanda does it at home. I go to a gym, but just because I live 20 minutes out of town, it's easy. My husband goes with me. We shower at the gym. We go to work.
Yeah,
it's out at home, and feels the exact same way. So
that's awesome.
It really is great.
So tell me, when you go on vacation, what is your how do you 2 weeks is an extended period of time. A lot of people, if you leave town for the weekend or 5 days, you just kind of don't worry about it. But 2 weeks, that's a significant amount of time. So how do you manage that, still kind of living Faster Way lifestyle, but still really having fun and enjoying it?
We work out. That would be the one thing. It may be at 10 a.m. instead of 6 a.m., but we work out. And we really just plan around that part. We make sure we work out. I try to do a pretty decent lunch. I may actually have a beer with my lunch, but I try to, fish and vegetables or, a big salad with chicken. I try to do that. But after that, I'll be real honest. I may come home with a little bit of a roll, in 2 weeks. But what's great, that's what I love about Faster Way. I just start the day I get back. I usually plan on my flight home. I plan my menu. I order my groceries. And I start right back up. And to me, that is the best part of this program. You've learned it. You can do it. You can go off for a week or two. You can come right back on. And I think back to the tagline, progress over perfection. My progress is the fact that my mental health is more important to me and that Mick Ultra than that little role I may come back with. But guess what? I'm enjoyed the hell out of my time, and now I'm going to come back and I'm going to get right back And the nice thing is, if you've kept your workout, we're not again looking at scale, but I will jump on that scale and a couple of like, all right, let's get after it. And it just helps motivate me to really lock down on the macro piece, log my food, just really stick with that part of it. And you know what? Within 2 weeks, you're right back where you were.
I love it. That's so good. So, okay, if you were talking to somebody that was either thinking like I'm too busy, or they're just really frustrated, they've tried everything out there, they feel like they don't feel comfortable in their clothes, they've just been kind of in a funk, like a lot of people have been in the last year and a half. Do you have any advice for somebody like that?
I can't think of anything more important than you personally, right? We get one body, one. And if you look around you, I know as I talk about being my age, and I've got 2 or 3 people I know that have cancer. I have 2 or 3, just these things that I look at and I think to myself, I'm going to take care of me. And that is what I would just say. If you can't carve out 40 minutes for yourself, because tomorrow is not promised to any of us, and not to get all sad and whatever, but it is the truth. And even if you do get diagnosed with a sickness, wouldn't you rather be where you're at? Look at COVID right now. Who's dying of COVID? Diabetics and obesity. Wake up. I do not understand not talking about good health. And this is what this program is. It's about helping you and your families, frankly, get healthy. And I can't think of anything more important. And that if you can't invest in you, back to $80. Have you gone out to eat lately? Holy crap. 2 of you, $80, one meal. I just look at the cost that I pay to keep myself healthy. It's nothing compared to the importance of it.
Oh, amen. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I believe in this program, and we can take it offline, but you're talking about the corporate program. I think that's a great idea, and I don't want to start right now, but I think for January, count in, and we will let's roll out a program for us.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. If you're a business owner out there, I would love to talk, with you about any kind of corporate wellness program for your people, because like Teresa just said, gosh, it's so important. But you guys, for those of you out there, my next round is October 11th. So that will take you right up to Thanksgiving. And I can't imagine, a better time to jump in and feel before the holidays start already feeling better in your clothes and losing inches. That would be amazing, right? So
yeah, well, and I just want to jump. The nice thing is, again, you get through that. This is a program you can even, if you've got a party on a Saturday, you just plan around it. It's really no big deal. This is so flexible. You can still do the workouts, you can still do all those things and still come out ahead. So I wouldn't let any calendar stop you.
Good point. Good point. Well, thank you so much, Teresa.
All right, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. All right. See ya.
Thanks. Bye-bye.